The klaxon tears through the darkness at 0400 hours, December 20th, 1943. Thorpe Abbotts, England. I'm 19 years old, 5'6", 130 pounds soaking wet. My name is Staff Sergeant Tommy Ricci, and in a few hours, I'll be suspended in a glass sphere beneath a B-17 25,000 feet over Bremen, Germany. They call it the ball turret. I call it the worst seat in the war. This is mission number 7 for me. 13 more to go before I've completed my tour. The odds? 1 in 4 crews don't make it to 25 missions. But you don't think about that. You can't. You think about the checklist, the routine, the next thing. Right now, the next thing is getting out of this freezing Nissan hut and making it to briefing. The briefing room reeks of cigarette smoke and nervous sweat. 200 men packed in, trying to look calm. The officers pull back the curtain covering the wall map, and there it is. A red ribbon stretching from England across the North Sea, deep into Germany. Bremen. Someone behind me whispers a curse. Bremen means the Focke-Wulf factory. It means heavy flak. It means fighters, lots of them. The intelligence officer drones on. Expected enemy resistance, severe. Flak concentrations, extreme. Weather, broken clouds at 18,000 feet, clear above. Temperature at altitude, minus 50 degrees Fahrenheit. The Luftwaffe has been reinforcing their bases around Bremen. We should expect at least 2 waves of fighter attacks, particularly once our P-47 escorts reach their fuel limit and turn back. Our target, the Focke-Wulf aircraft factory. Strategic importance, critical. They're building the FW-19s that are tearing apart our formations. If we can knock out even a portion of their production, we might save dozens of crews in the weeks to come. Our ship, Lucky 13, will be flying in the low squadron middle position. That's both good and bad. Middle position means we're less likely to be singled out by fighters. Low squadron means we'll catch the worst of the flak. The navigator shows us the route. We'll assemble over the English coast, climb to 25,000 feet, form up with the other groups, then head east. The P-47 Thunderbolts will escort us as far as the German border, about 340 miles from England, the limit of their range even with drop tanks. After that, we're on our own for 90 minutes until we link back up with them on the way home. The hard stand is chaos. Ground crews swarm over Lucky 13, checking every rivet, every cable, every engine. Our pilot, Lieutenant Jack Morrison, 23 years old but looks 40 after 4 months of this, does his walk around with the crew chief. I head to the equipment hut and pull on layer after layer. Long underwear, heated suit, fleece-lined pants and jacket, Mae West life preserver, parachute harness, flak vest. The vest alone weighs 20 pounds and won't stop a direct hit, but it might save you from shrapnel. By the time I'm done, I can barely move. I grab my gear, .50 caliber ammunition, my Type A11 helmet with built-in radio headset, oxygen mask, throat mic, gloves, silk liners, wool, then heated leather. Lose those gloves at altitude and you'll get frostbite in seconds. Touch bare metal with your bare hand and your skin will freeze to it instantly. Our bombardier, Lieutenant Hayes, is hunched over his Norden bomb site making final calculations. Wind speed, temperature, altitude, airspeed, every variable has to be perfect. At 25,000 feet, traveling at 180 miles per hour, a bomb takes nearly a minute to reach the ground and can drift a mile off target if the calculations are wrong. The radio operator tests his equipment. The waist gunners load ammunition belts. The tail gunner, Eddie Kowalski, checks his twin .5s for the 3rd time. We all have our rituals. Morrison gathers us near the nose. All right, crew. By the book. Call out fighters, watch your sectors, conserve your ammo. We stay tight with the formation. The formation keeps us alive, understood? We nod. What else is there to say? We climb aboard. I watch the other crews boarding their ships. B-17s stretch across the airfield as far as I can see. Hundreds of men, all heading to the same hell. I squeeze through the fuselage, past the radio room, past the ball turret, my station, and help the waist gunners load ammunition. We won't need the ball turret until we're over the channel and in formation. Until then, there's no point sitting in that cramped sphere. All 4 Wright R-1820 engines cough to life, each one producing 1,200 horsepower. The noise is deafening even through my helmet. One by one, the B-17s begin taxiing. We wait our turn. We're rolling. The runway blurs. Morrison pulls back the yoke and we lift off. 65,000 pounds of aluminum, fuel, bombs, and young men leaving English soil behind. The assembly is organized chaos. Imagine 36 B-17s, each trying to find their spot in a formation, climbing through clouds, all in the same airspace. We circle, spiraling upward, using colored flares to identify our group. Green for the lead squadron, yellow for high, red for low. That's us. It takes nearly 2 hours just to get everyone in position. We climb through 10,000 feet and I plug into the oxygen system. Without it, you'd pass out in minutes. We pass through scattered clouds at 15,000 feet. At 20,000, the temperature gauge reads -30 degrees Fahrenheit. We're at 25,000 feet, and the formation is complete. 36 aircraft in a combat box, staggered layers of B-17s, each one's guns covering the blind spots of the others. It's beautiful and terrifying. From a distance, we must look unstoppable. Ball turret gunner pilot, time to man your station. This is the moment I dread every mission. The Sperry ball turret hangs from the belly of the B-17 like a growth. It's a sphere, barely 4 feet across, made of aluminum and plexiglass, with 2.50 caliber Browning machine guns jutting out like tusks. I kneel on the fuselage floor and lower myself in, feet first. There's a specific way to do it. Curl yourself into a ball, slide your legs into the supports, then twist until you're sitting with your knees against your chest. The waist gunner rotates the turret to the entry position, and I pull the door shut above me. And just like that, I'm sealed in. There's no room to wear a parachute in here. If we get hit and Morrison gives the bailout order, I have to rotate the turret to the right position, climb out, grab my chest pack, clip it on, then jump, in combat, while the ship's falling apart. Most ball turret gunners don't think about that. I run through my checks. Hydraulic pressure, good. Azimuth control, responsive. Elevation control, smooth. I rotate the turret through its full range, 360 degrees horizontally, 90 degrees down to 90 degrees up. The electric motors whine softly. I test fire both guns with short bursts. The recoil shakes the entire sphere. Ball turret operational, I report. From here, I have the clearest view of anyone in the crew. Below me, nothing but 25,000 feet of empty air. Above and around me, 35 other B-17s in formation, sunlight glinting off their aluminum skin. Ahead, the North Sea, looking like hammered pewter. And beyond that, somewhere in the haze, Germany. I'm completely exposed. Plexiglass and a thin shell of aluminum between me and everything that wants to kill me. Fighters can see me clearly. Flak can rip through the turret like tissue paper. But I also have the best field of fire. I can engage targets below and to the sides that no other gunner can reach. We cross the English coast at Lowestoft. The white cliffs disappear behind us. P-47 Thunderbolts sliding into formation beside us. Our escort. 48 big, beautiful jugs with their distinctive bubble canopies and massive radial engines. For the next 90 minutes, they'll keep the Luftwaffe off our backs. But at the German border, they'll have to turn around. And that's when the real fight begins. The Dutch coast appears through broken clouds. The Frisian Islands, narrow strips of sand and marsh. We're in enemy territory now. The flak starts almost immediately. Black puffs appear ahead of the formation, scattered at first, then clustering tighter as the German gunners find our altitude. Each burst is an 88mm shell exploding with enough force to shred aluminum and flesh. The concussions rock the aircraft. I can hear shrapnel rattling against the fuselage. Flak, 11 o'clock level, I call out, though everyone can see it. Morrison doesn't respond. There's nothing he can do except hold formation and fly straight. Evasive maneuvers break up the combat box, and a lone B-17 is a dead B-17. The flak follows us inland, a grotesque welcome mat. One burst explodes so close I feel the pressure wave punch the ball turret. A jagged piece of metal tears past, missing the plexiglass by inches. In the formation, I see a B-17 in the high squadron take a direct hit. Smoke pours from number 3 engine. The prop windmills, then seizes. The pilot feathers it and holds position. Losing one engine, you can make it home. Lose 2, and you're in trouble. The P-47s waggle their wings. They're at their fuel limit. Time to go home. Little friends departing, Morrison announces, his voice tight. We watch them peel away, diving back toward England. And just like that, we're alone. The Luftwaffe knows this moment as well as we do. Fighters, 12 o'clock high. I crane my neck and see them, dark specks diving out of the sun. Focke-Wulf 190s, fast, heavily armed, and utterly ruthless. They've been waiting for the P-47s to leave. The first wave comes in head-on, aiming for the lead squadron. This is calculated. Kill the lead bombardier, and the whole formation's bombing accuracy goes to hell. The rest of us drop on the leader's signal. The 50 cals open up across the formation. A sound like ripping canvas, magnified 100 times. Tracers streak across the sky. The FW-190s fire back, 20mm cannons winking in their wings. At a closing speed of 500 miles per hour, they have maybe 2 seconds to aim and fire before flashing past. One B-17 in the lead squadron shudders. Its nose disintegrates in a spray of plexiglass and aluminum. The bombardier and navigator are gone. Just gone. The fort drops out of formation, nose down, spiraling. Watch low, someone screams. I rotate the turret, scanning beneath us. There, 2 FW-190s rolling in from 7 o'clock low, attacking from below where they think we're vulnerable. They didn't count on the ball turret. I track the leader, leading him just slightly. The training kicks in. Breathe, squeeze, walk the tracers onto target. My guns thunder. The recoil is violent in the confined space. Spent shell casings pile up around my feet. Hits. I see Strikes walking up the 190 fuselages. Smoke trails from his engine. He breaks off, rolling away, trailing black smoke. Got one, I shout. 190 breaking off, smoking. No time to celebrate. His wingman is still coming. I swing to track him, but he's too fast, too close. His cannons flash. I feel the impact somewhere above me. The aircraft shudders. The wingman screams past, so close I can see the pilot's face. Number 2 engine hit. Morrison's voice is strained. Losing oil pressure. Feathering 2. Another engine down. We can make it on 3, but we're vulnerable now, wounded. The second wave hits from 3 o'clock level, targeting the low squadron. The waist gunners open fire. I rotate to engage a BF-109 slashing past below us. Short burst, miss. He's gone before I can correct. An ME-410 heavy fighter makes a beam attack from 9 o'clock, both engines blazing. He's firing rockets. We're for Granite 21s. They're inaccurate, but terrifying. A rocket streaks past, tumbling end over end. The attacks last maybe 10 minutes, but it feels like hours. The Luftwaffe pulls off, having taken their toll. 3 B-17s are gone from our group. 2 more are struggling, streaming smoke or fuel. The flak starts again. We're on the bomb run now. Everything we've endured has been to get to this moment. Bombardier to pilot, I have the aircraft, Lieutenant Hayes announces. For the next 10 minutes, he controls the plane through his bomb sight. Morrison's hands are off the yoke. We fly straight and level. No evasive action. Doesn't matter if every flak gun in Bremen is firing at us, and they are. The sky turns black with bursts. Shrapnel hammers the aircraft like hail on a tin roof. A fort to our right takes a direct hit in the bomb bay. It detonates. 18 500-pound bombs go up simultaneously. The aircraft simply ceases to exist, replaced by an expanding ball of orange flame and debris. No parachutes. I'm watching the altimeter, 25,000 feet. I'm watching the bomb sight repeater showing Hayes' adjustments. I'm watching everything except what I should be watching. Fighters below. It's the left waist gunner. 4 o'clock low, I snap the turret around. 3 BF-109s climbing to engage us during the bomb run. They know we can't maneuver. I open fire at the lead 109, long burst. He breaks left, trailing smoke. The other 2 keep coming. They're aiming for us, for Lucky 13. Cannon fire rips past the ball turret. The plexiglass spiderwebs but holds. I return fire, hosing the sky with tracers. The second 109 flashes past. Did I hit him? No idea. Bombs away, Hayes shouts. I feel the aircraft lurch upward as 6 tons of high explosive drop from the bomb bay. The bay doors close. Morrison takes control again and banks hard left, away from Bremen, away from the flak, heading for home. The flight back is a blur of pain and exhaustion. We've been at 25,000 feet for 3 hours. My oxygen supply is running low. The cold is seeping into my bones despite the heated suit. My legs are cramping in the confined space. We're alone. The formation has disintegrated into small groups and stragglers, everyone limping home at their own pace. Lucky 13 is flying on 3 engines, vibrating badly. We've dropped to 20,000 feet to ease the strain. Pilot to crew, Thunderbolts inbound. The P-47s return like guardian angels, forming up around the scattered bombers. The Luftwaffe won't press an attack with the jugs around. The English coast. I've never been so happy to see those white cliffs. Morrison gets clearance to land. We're 10th in the pattern. Wounded aircraft get priority, and there are plenty worse off than us. Ball turret pilot, gear's damaged. We're going to make a wheels-down landing, but it might be rough. Stay in the turret until we stop moving. Great, I get to ride this out in the bubble. We touch down hard. The damaged gear screams. We skid, but Morrison keeps it straight. The aircraft finally shudders to a stop off the side of the runway. I rotate the turret, pop the hatch, and haul myself out. My legs buckle. The waist gunner catches me. Solid ground. English soil. We made it. The interrogation room is thick with cigarette smoke and coffee. Intelligence officers grill us. Enemy fighters encountered, flak intensity, bombing accuracy, aircraft lost. I report one FW-190 damaged, possibly destroyed. The numbers come in. Of the 36 aircraft that left Thorpe Abbotts this morning, 31 returned. 5 ships lost. 50 men. Plus another dozen wounded, including Eddie Kowalski, who might lose his right leg. The target assessment photos show good hits on the Focke-Wulf factory. Maybe it was worth it. Maybe. I walk back to the Nissen hut in the fading December light. Tomorrow, if the weather holds, we'll do it all again. Mission number 8. 18 more to go. They call it the ball turret. I call it the worst seat in the war, but it's my seat. And tomorrow, I'll climb back into it.